Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are well. This is a bit of an overdue video. This is my 12-month post-op gastric sleeve video. I am sorry this is overdue, as I have been very busy with life just generally, but I have a few hours to spare, so I thought I'd jump on and give you guys an update of where I am. If you have been following me for a while, you'll know that around November 2023, November 2022, I had my gastric sleeve surgery. I am now, I think, 6.5 stone, maybe a little bit more down. I am now a size 8 from an 18, and I fluctuate between 59 and 60 kilos at the moment. I don't think I'm going to lose any more. Sometimes I do feel lighter and I check the scale and it's the same, but I don't forensically check the scale like I used to. First thing I wanted to address is my eating. Do I feel hungry? Absolutely. But when I start eating after, again, now I would say about 5 full mouthfuls, I start to feel like, you know, I'm pushing it. So overall though, I am eating more frequently. I am eating more than I was this time last year for sure. Second thing is snacking. You'll find that snacks and slider foods tend to go down really easy. Certain things I can't eat as much as I used to, or it just makes me heave because I used to eat so much of it. Things like eggs, I struggle to eat now because I was eating scrambled eggs all the time. I don't track my calories, but I think that's something that I want to do. My ultimate thing is that I eat whatever I like, just in everything in moderation. But recently I feel like I have been eating a lot of the sweetie stuff more so I'm trying to avoid that. Because they just slide right down and they're quite easy to eat. So yeah, trying to watch what I eat, especially since the new year. Over Christmas is always quite wobbly for people, I think, who have had the sleeve, because you're trying not to overindulge and you're like, YOLO, it's Christmas. But Christmas wasn't too bad. I was on annual leave for the majority of Christmas, which I find it more difficult to regulate what I'm eating when I'm working from home. So I'm just quite cautious not to buy things when I know I'm going to be at home. The other day I bought like sweet and salty popcorn, low in calories for the ones that I buy, but I ate like half a bag and didn't realise, so I chucked the rest away. I don't really want to say that I waste food during these difficult times, but sometimes it's just got to be done if you have no self-control. So that's something that I'm still learning. The second thing that I wanted to address is hair growth. So I obviously had a big chop a few months ago. That was when this time last year, just before I went skiing, my hair, the way that my hair was falling out was enough for me to say, Huz, did you make the right decision by having this surgery? Because I'm used to my hair being part of my personality. So a lot of people would be like, oh, have you met Huz, or have you met Hazel so-and-so? And then they would be like, oh, who was that? Oh, the girl with curly hair. I was always the girl with curly hair. And it was a big part of me and part of who I am. So for me, the hair loss was such a big deal that like it made me think twice about having the surgery. Now looking back, I wouldn't have changed it. I still would have gone ahead. And if anyone asks me, you know, do you have any regrets? Absolutely not. If I could go back, I'd do it again because it's life-changing. However, in terms of my hair, it does feel thicker. It is coming through. And what I've noticed, you will have seen some of my older videos, my curls were a lot looser, and I feel like the new hair that's come through is like when I was younger, and it's really, really, really tight, very tight ringlets, like proper tight ringlets. So it is coming back, but with curly hair, as you know, growing it is just a mission. So I'm looking to do another chop. I do sometimes wear my hair extensions, very rarely, but now I'll literally just have my hair slicked most of the time because I can use all my rosemary oil and things like that. So yes, that's that update for the hair. So hair not falling out, touch wood, the worst of it is over. However, it is growing back, and I do get like, you can tell all of this is new hair, especially around my front. So we done diet, we've done hair. In terms of exercise, to be honest, I haven't been exercising for, I would say, the last 3 months. I do go Pilates every now and again. I would forensically, religiously go Pilates every Saturday morning, 9:30, first one there. And I would love to do that every single Saturday. But I do track my steps. So usually I wear my Apple Watch during the week, and then I'll track my steps just to see how I'm getting on. And even if I'm at work, I do a lot of walking, and I'm hitting 8,000, 9,000 steps, and that's without me even actually, you know, proper trying to get my steps in. So when I do get my steps in, that's great. Now that the weather's hopefully getting lighter and warmer, I'm hoping to go on some long forest walks because we're quite blessed with where we live. There's really nice greenery everywhere, so looking to do that. Loose skin update. Again, I am quite blessed. I think it's more so to do with genes as well, exercise, loads of things. I don't really have loose skin apart from my arms. And it's mainly my left arm. I would have done a video whilst I was on holiday in the summer, and I am quite conscious of my arms, and I've always been conscious of my arms. But because it's winter, I haven't really had to get them out. I think when it comes to summer, I'll see how I feel. But apart from that, am I a little bit wobbly? Well, yeah, I've gone from a size 18 to a size 8. Sometimes, I mean, a size 6. On the top especially. I've never been that small ever. I've always been kind of, because I was quite curvy, I was always like a size 10 on the top, 12 on the bottom, always quite bottom heavy. I'm not bottom heavy anymore. I think I'm just kind of an 8 all over. So I do miss having my curves, I'm not gonna lie, but I think overall I can work on my glutes and things like that, so I'm hoping that I can get that back. But yeah, my legs were really big towards when I had my surgery. That was the biggest I'd ever been. So the inside of my thighs, a little bit wobbly, but when you know, it's not enough to stop me from wearing what I want. So, you know, I do wear skirts now. I haven't worn skirts in 29 years. I always wear little skirts and tights, and, you know, and I love doing so. It doesn't bother me. However, in the summer with swimwear, is it gonna bother me? Possibly, but overall it can't outweigh the way that I feel within myself. So yeah, happy with that. Things that, in terms of food, things to avoid, or general bits, can't eat tomato paste or anything overly tomatoey. Just doesn't agree with me, which is a shame, because any fellow Turkish people on my channel or any of my subscribers will know that Turkish tomato paste is just a dream. I love salça, which is tomato paste. You've got the mild one, chili one. So things like kısır, so I don't know what that is, like couscous in English, just doesn't agree with me. Certain foods just don't agree with me. Red meat, I love it, but I find it quite difficult. So Mem is a big steak lover, and I have like maybe 2-3 pieces and I'm done. Like it doesn't go down very well. Also, in terms of food, gluten-free. I'm trying the gluten-free stuff. I don't just eat gluten-free. Try to actively like swap rice for quinoa. We don't really eat pasta. Don't really eat potatoes, to be honest. I've never been a fan. But gluten-free, and even snacks actually. My favourite and my go-tos. I always get these tortilla chips. Is it tortilla or tortilla? these tortilla chips basically, and they're all gluten-free. So this is my one of my favorites. So it's the sweet potato one, gluten-free, low in calorie, source of fiber, vegan as well. And then you've also got this one, which is the blue corn lightly salted. And what I like to do is I'll get a dip if I don't make it myself. Like I opted for this one. This is labneh yogurt dip with a herb dressing. Got this from M&S. So this will really be my lunch or my dinner. One thing that I haven't done, and I'm so proud of myself, is, and I really, really miss it and I really fancy it, is the fizzy drinks. Fizzy drinks, carbonated drinks is a big no for me. And I feel like if I have it once, I'm not gonna be able to stop myself. So I haven't touched any sort of carbonated drink for a year and 2 months now, probably. I have no intention of touching them. However, I do fancy like a Dr. Pepper. Like Dr. Pepper was one of my favorite drinks. And it's not like I wasn't like a drinker of carbonated drinks when I was bigger anyway. It was mainly with dinner, but I religiously stick to the half an hour wait in between meals. If I'm out, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm at a wedding or at a party or with friends or out with men for dinner, it's a bit annoying to have to wait half an hour. So I'll sip very lightly in between. Or if I'm desperate for a drink and I feel really thirsty, I still have my timer on, but I'm conscious of the time. So rather than waiting half an hour, I'll wait at least 15 minutes. So I'll try to do that. But carbonated drinks, I've stayed away from. Even like carbonated water, sparkling water, just don't drink it. Just be cautious of liquid calories. But I do treat myself to a hot chocolate. I just spoke to him and I said, have I covered everything? Because he was earwigging me in the other room. And he basically said about the stall in weight loss. Now, I've seen different people say that you lose weight from the 12th to 18th month mark. To be honest, I haven't really lost any weight, I would say, for about a month, which in my head I'd planned that I was going to stop at 12 months anyway. But, you know, I feel like when I drink more water and I'm maybe eating a bit more clean consciously, I drop to 59. What did they say my goal weight then was? Do you remember?
I think 55.
55, between 55 and 60.
Yeah.
So for me, and I set my little app for 60, so I'm happy to stay at 60. The lowest I would love to go to is 58, but I think any smaller than that, I don't know if it would.
No, I think you're at a really good weight at the moment. I think what's helped contribute towards that is how disciplined you've been with your with the breaks between eating.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, the half an hour. Yeah.
That's carbonated as well.
Yeah, I mentioned
really
that.
Disciplined.
Yeah. Guys, the plan over Christmas was I was really gonna like go ham with the exercise, but what happened is, I don't know if I did show these on my channel before. At night, sometimes I would use my my aesthetic dumbbells, kettlebells. Nobody corrected me, they're kettlebells. And these are 6 kilos, but they're quite heavy. And I'm pretty sure I did my shouldering because I was really unwell over Christmas. So I was off for about 4 weeks. 3 of those weeks, I was really unwell. I had a apparent chest injury, which felt like a heart attack. Which they thought I tore something in my chest. Then I was in hospital because of a suspected blood clot, which turned out to be the chest injury. I don't know, it wasn't COVID, but it was a really bad flu that I thought it was COVID. I had a chest infection, I was on antibiotics. So, you know, it's been manic, but I think what I'm going to do is, if I can lose weight for the 18-month mark, I think in the new year I said that I'd be a bit more active. So I've looked at some reformer Pilates classes, which I want to try. But I've now kind of booked myself in every Saturday and Sunday for Pilates because I feel like that really helps. But yeah, I think discipline, still enjoying yourself. If you've had the sleeve as well, don't be sucked in by loads of people on TikTok or other forms of social media and then compare yourself to them, because I've seen people that are like really forensic with, I mean, I can be, but people who are very, very, very disciplined, they won't eat anything naughty or anything they fancy, and they feel guilty if they do. I don't do that. I do sometimes feel guilty if I can't stop myself, and if I find out I can't stop myself, I'll just chuck something away. But don't, everyone's journey is different, and just don't compare yourself to others, because I feel like when I look back at old photos and I get really triggered by what I looked like before. So I went to clean up my phone yesterday and I just couldn't look at some of the old photos. But as we're talking, I'm probably going to put some newer photos up. But I feel like even though my weight loss slowed down after the 6-month mark, in terms of physical appearance, I feel like my physical milestones in terms of how I looked started after that point, even though I'd slowed down. So when I look at my photos from June and I look at the photos now, like I look very different, even though the scales might have only been a few stone when I lost the majority at the beginning. So everyone's journey is different. You will stall, and I stalled quite a few times. I don't know if I'm currently in a stall or if I'm done, but I'm happy with the progress so far. And also, I'm trying to convince Mem to do an aquarium journey. But shall I show you guys? Shall I show the aquarium, babe? So guys, this is Mem's new toy. It is an aquarium. Don't know how to explain, but it's a saltwater aquarium. Mem, how do you turn the light on? Oh, it's unplugged. So it's got, I'm not a fan of this light here, but yeah, this is what it looks like. And then if I just show you this, I thought this was all like a nice gloss storage, but it isn't. And it's got like more stuff, more water bits under there. So that's our new, well, Mem's new toy, which I resisted to at first, but yeah. So why it looks like this is because he only set it up yesterday. So apparently what he needs to do is, because it's salt water, this will go clear in a couple of days. So, and then he's gonna, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cycle? Yeah. You have to wait a few days. We're doing a reef tank, so we're having all corals. We're having a dory, 2 Finding Nemos, and yeah, so it's going to be that. So that's going to be clear. So hopefully, you know, that will work. So guys, I think that covers everything. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll reply as soon as I can. If there's anything else that you'd like to see, let me know. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.